In a debate on Tuesday, the 15th of March 2022, the EFF Deputy President Floyd Shivambu was of course representing the EFF political party on the impact of Russia and Ukraine conflict. Mr. Shivambu starts by supporting Russia and explains that there is absolutely nothing wrong with the Russian Federation preventing the military expansion of the Republic Treaty Organization (NATO) from expanding on the border of Russia. According to Mr. Shivambu, it is historically known that NATO is the kickstarter of the neo-colonial wars, known as illegally removing government and raiding of natural resources. The EFF Deputy President Floyd Shivambu implied that the so-called enforcement of a so-called no-fly zone in Libya led to the perishment of Muammar Gaddafi, and further alludes that this action was aimed at raiding and stealing the gold reserves for the African continent. Mr. Shivambu continues to say they will never forgive NATO in belief that the treaty organization destroyed Gaddafi as well as destroying Libya, which was one of the very few economically sovereign countries within the African continent. He continues to talk about the relationship bond between South Africa and Russia, which is the true bond of the liberation of South Africa. He further says the USSR and Russia in particular dedicated military, political, and ideological resources in the struggle against colonialism and apartheid in South Africa. Mr. Shivambu continues to urge South Africa to never distance itself from Russia and all BRICS countries in favor of colonial and neo-colonial masters whose interests are ruthless exploitation of our natural resources. Mr. Floyd Shivambu concludes in saying that the EFF stands to reaffirm that the relationship South Africa has with Russia must never be discontinued, rather strengthen the relationship because it is based on common prosperity and anti-imperialism. This is African Way. Do leave your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.